Hello and welcome to Saturn Day Sabbath. I'm Reiki Master Sharon, and today is Dias Los Muertos, Dias Los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead. And the veil is very thin today. It's a day where we are called to remember our loved ones who have passed physically but are still alive in spirit, and to connect with them and celebrate their lives. And I think that's such a beautiful thing because it shows us that our energy doesn't die after we leave this physical vessel, that there's something greater that we're all connected to. And yesterday was Halloween, which kind of marks that time where Persephone goes into the underworld to be reunited with Hades until she comes back in the spring and brings the flowers and all of the growth. So we're really looking at this theme of ebb and flow. There's light and dark, a lot of duality, right? But it's very important that we find balance within this duality, in this physical realm, within our consciousness. When we can consciously say, yes, there may be some really heavy things happening in the world, but I also know that I am connected to all of it. I'm connected to Source. I am connected to God, which is in all living things. And within that, we can give each other some empathy, compassion, mercy, and really leave it up to the systems that are in place to bring forth justice. Because sometimes when we try to take justice into our own hands, that brings about karmic repercussions for ourselves in our, physical, earthly life in this time, in this space. But we can always choose to use our mind to elevate past a feeling that there has to be some kind of repercussions that we ourselves have to bring, instead of thinking of how can we move past this, how can we give life, how can we give compassion, how can we give empathy, how can we help the situation to become better, how can we help the systems in place be more abundant. And this is very important at this time because right now in the United States, our president is trying to stop funds to the SNAP program, which affects millions of people across the whole country. Women, children, families, people who are disabled, people who can't physically work for themselves. And it's a really sad time because I believe it's being used as a tool to kind of push forward the end of the government shutdown, and people's benefits should not be used in a manipulative way like that. The way that I see it personally, in my own opinion, is that everyone who is working is still paying into their taxes. And there is emergency funds for these kinds of situations where we have a government shutdown. So why would it not be legal to still release those funds and those benefits to the people who have rightfully earned them? SNAP is not a very easy program to get into, especially if you have a lot of things that are going on in your life. There are lots of hoops that you have to jump through, and if you don't keep up on it, you can very easily be knocked off. And I just wish that people would see that people deserve to have basic human needs met just by being a human. We have so many people who have so much to give out of abundance, but hold on to it tightly out of fear. And if they were able to tap back into that humanity and that oneness, I think things could be so much better. And I'm really happy that the federal judges said that it's not lawful for us to stop SNAP benefits during a government shutdown, because we have a very delicate balance in our society. And if people are subjected to something of that magnitude, it could have huge repercussions, because that's millions of people who are affected. And if we look back at COVID with the corporations and things, they were basically bailed out during that situation, because there are millions of people who work for those corporations. You get where I'm going? So if it's okay to do that, why would it not be okay to protect the people who need it the most, are most vulnerable? And I think now is a great time for us to connect with our angels, connect with our guides, connect with our ancestors, and remember our love and our joy and our compassion, and give freely what we can to those who need it. So if you are in need, please don't hesitate to ask. I know sometimes a lot of us who do deal with lack struggle with feeling like a burden. But you are not a burden. You are a beautiful human being who deserves love and compassion and grace. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow I'm going to be hosting a live session in the school program, the Oracle program, which is my program that I am offering. If you feel called to join us, I can leave a link below and you can check it out and see if it's right for you. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful day and intentionally connect with your guides. And I hope to see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.